All right, and we're back. So we're going to hit Nate Strum in the building. There he is. Come forth.
Thanks, boss. No problem. So let's get over to the other comics tonight. This is not easy by any means. We'll give a hand to the guys who've gone on before us already, and the ones that'll come after me. Good luck. So like Scott, I do a lot of storytelling, so here we go. Anybody in the audience do a lot of traveling for work? Anybody? Anybody? No? Just me? Get out more. See the world. Do things. A couple of years ago, had the chance to go to America's Hat. Went to Canada for a training. It was fantastic. Anyone traveled with colleagues before? Yeah, you have these aspirations of bonding with your colleague and hoping that it's going to go really well. By the end, it's like Hunger Games, and you're ready to kill each other. That was this trip, by the way. So we're up in Toronto. We're at a public economic development program conference, and it's the day before we're supposed to travel back home. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm fat and awkward. I know, shocking, right? So I'm getting ready for the day, bathing, yeah, don't visualize me naked for the love of God. My wife doesn't want to do that either. Oh, 13 years of marriage, people, she's okay with it. So I'm bathing, getting ready for the day, and all of a sudden, I don't know what I was doing, but I reached awkwardly, and out went my feet. Bang! The building shook. What was more important, though, was my right foot caught the drainage piece of the tub and ripped it out. And by ripped it out, I mean the whole mechanism came out of the tub, and now I am bleeding out in the bathtub. Are you guys familiar with your feet? You know that knuckle under the big toe? Down to the heel? I have a slice. Oh, stop it. Go watch Dr. Pimple Popper and then get used to some of this. So now here I am, 300 pounds, naked, in the bathtub. And I have two choices. Bleed out or call my female colleague for help. Hashtag me too. The worst part about this entire experience was, as I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to die today, I look over on top of the bathtub and it says, "We are at a historic hotel. If you require anti-skid resistance for your bathtub, call the front desk and we'll bring you a doormat." It's like, are you serious? How is this not standard operating procedure in this bathtub? So at this point, I look around and I realize, I gotta get up. I hurt and I'm bleeding and I have white towels. So I grab the first one and I wrap my foot and I get out and I'm hobbling into the room. There's carpet. Think about this. Dry off. I get my suit on. I get my tie on. I get everything but one sock. And I text my colleague, "Hey, do you have a bandage?" She texts back, "Did you fall? I heard a crash 20 minutes ago and I've been very worried about you." "Do you have a bandage?" She sent me a picture of a steri strip, little thing. I was like, I'm gonna need something bigger. Goes down to the front desk. "They don't have anything." "Go to the drugstore. Find me anything." Thank God she did. Right across, she comes back with a full first aid kit. She looks at me, looks at the floor. There is blood everywhere. Anybody a CSI fan? This was my hotel room. Everywhere. Walks in and looks at me and goes, "Oh, dear Lord." Yes. And bless her soul, I'm not going to use her name tonight because people in this room know who she is, but she will get a phone call tomorrow. She dove straight into nurse help. Took a big gauze, wrapped my foot, took an ace bandage, wrapped my foot. I said, "Thank you so much. Don't judge me." Go down to the lobby. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I have to find room housekeeping. Go go outside. Sure enough, there's housekeeping. I walk over the window and say, excuse me. She goes, oui? Shit. French Vietnamese. Okay, here we go. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Moi, cut. Moi, foot. She walks in. You HIV? No. Oh, we bleach. And dear Lord, did they bleach. Everything. I came back later that night, and everything's been cleaned out, everything's been steamed. God, if I had a black light, I would not want to look at that room after I stayed there. And not for the reasons others may have discussed this evening. I had traditional blood issues. Yeah, traditional. Where did that come from, right? Like there's non-traditional blood issues, like I'm importing it in a bag. Hey! So I left 20 loonies on the counter with a note of apology to the housekeeping, drove home to Ohio, waited 4 days to finally see a doctor. I go in to the doctor, and the doctor goes, "What did you do?" Shared the story. "You're an idiot." I know. I'm well aware of this. To this day, my former boss still says, "You're an idiot. How do you still have a foot?" I know. Let's not keep revisiting this. So as I mentioned, I travel a little bit for work. So it was about 2 years ago now. How much time do I have?
Like 3.5.
Sweet. So about 2 years ago, I had a chance to travel to Amsterdam. You get a chance to travel to the Netherlands, absolutely do that, but not for the reasons you think I'm going to reference. Again, looking back at the history of tonight's comics, my dad's a retired Marine, 21 years, 6 months, 3 days. That didn't happen in my household. I don't know about you guys. It just, okay. Great culture, great food scene, fantastic time. Get a text from my wife. It's the second to last day of a 10-day trip in the Netherlands, out in Europe. She goes, "Hey, I think I found my dog." Backstory. We've been looking for a dog for about 6 months. I wanted a lab. She wanted a Shih Tzu. I left the country. She sends me a picture. It's a Shih Tzu. The little dog's called Rascal. And I go, "Hell, he looks really adorable. Fantastic. I'm really excited that you think you found our dog. I can't wait to meet him at the Humane Society so we can figure out if this dog will work for us or not." The next picture is our dog on our kitchen floor. My next text back to her. "So there's been exchange of goods or services for this animal." "Yes, his name's Rascal." "Fantastic. Can't wait to meet the little guy." Let me tell you, anybody who knows me now knows that I'm absolutely obsessed with my dog. Like we talked earlier about being a dog dad. Last Christmas, I bought a Furbo. Anybody know what a Furbo is? All right, so it's the camera that you throw treats at your dog at, and if it's smart enough, it'll catch it, or at least let it hit the ground rather than hit it hit in the face. My dog let it hit the treats in the face. It's very exciting. So we stopped putting treats in the machine because we were afraid he was going to get a concussion from being pelted. But it's the worst thing in the world when you buy it because I check in on him on the day, and he just sits by the front door by himself. And at this point, I'm thinking in my head, it's like Simon and Garfunkel. "Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again." Just waiting for us. It is the worst thing ever. So little does she know, next time she goes to Cleveland, we're getting another dog. I don't know what it's going to be, what its name, what its breed is. I'm just going to go to the Humane Society and be like, "Hey, honey, guess what?" No, she'll divorce me. Anyone who's my wife knows, she'll divorce me. So that's my set. That's all I got for you tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Nate Strum, keep it going. That's just. Don't get another dog, homie.